Oh, it's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been a long ass time since I posted a video on YouTube. Excuse me, that was unexpected. So, how's everyone doing? It's been a hot minute since I posted. I know, I'm aware. Pandemic and shit kind of hit, so I got busy and I was working a lot, and I don't know, I just didn't really have motivation to post, didn't really have too much to really throw up and film and shit. I mean, I guess I did, but I just never really thought to film it. But I was talking to my girlfriend Caitlin, and which you guys have not met and I've not mentioned before because it's probably been since 2019, early 2020 since I posted. But I was talking to her, you'll meet her at some point. And I was talking to her and I was like, I really miss filming shit for my YouTube. Like, even if I don't blow up or get big or anything like that, like, fuck it, I still want to do it because I have fun with it. I like to edit, I like to film, I like to show whoever watches my shit what I do. Not necessarily on a daily basis, but like what I'm doing with my cars and stuff, which I have a lot of car updates to give as well, which I will give in this video, but I need to go into my therapy appointment right now. But when I'm out of that, I will tell you guys what cars I currently am driving that I own and what cars that I don't currently have anymore, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I left the voicemail for my therapist, and I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's cool. So, as you just saw in that video clip, I have a 8th generation Honda Civic Si. It's a 2007. The only thing that has been done to the car that I've done and everything is just full bolt-ons. There's no tune. Got Mugen Si rims for it, and her wheels, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's all the same shit anyway. So that's what I'm working with right now. This is my daily, and this is my first 8th generation Si that I've owned, and I absolutely love this car. Like, I've driven them in the past, tuned and not tuned, but stock feeling just feels pretty good. I am going to get I was going to do a Honda tune, but then I was like, why not just get a K-tune and get the V2? So I can get this shit right up to like 250, 255 horse, depending on how I tune it. So that is my daily, my Si, and my Miata is my project. So what I'm going to do with the Miata is I'm going to pull the engine over the winter and just tear the entire thing apart and just rebuild it from the ground up. And I'll also need to figure out why 5th gear is grinding. I'm pretty sure it's just the transmission fluid that needs to be changed out of it. I got Redline that I'm going to throw into the car, which my neighbor has a 97 Miata and mine's a 99. And he told me to throw Redline in it because that's what he uses for his. So I said, I'll give it a try, see if it works. I'm hoping it's nothing any more serious than just the fluid that needs to be changed, because it started grinding a long ass time ago. I'm meeting a friend at Starbucks, and her and I are going to chill and hang out for a little bit. But once I get home, I'll show you guys Miata. I'll tell you all the plans and stuff that I have for it, and I got a couple screenshots I'm going to throw up on the screen when I talk about everything I'm going to get for each car, because I do have some stuff I want to do to the Si, and there's definitely a lot of stuff that needs to be done and that I want to do on the Miata, and I'll explain and share that once I get home. Well, I can't fucking talk. Definitely did not expect rain. And as my phone gets wet, which is fine, I am going to show you guys my second car that I told you I was still fucking with, and that's my dream car. So here it is. very quickly. This is my shitbox 1999 Mazda Miata. Yeah, so that was kind of a bust. I didn't expect it to rain today. And also with the time change, it gets dark at like lunchtime here in Ohio. I'm just kidding. It's not that excessive, but so my plans for the Miata, I was gonna pop the hood and everything, but I ended up not because it's raining. So plans for the Miata over the winter, since my family and I moved and we don't have the same garage as we did, it's barely enough room to fit the Miata. So for right now, I'm gonna buy a engine hoist. I'm gonna pull the engine out of the Miata. I'm going to take apart the entire engine. I'm gonna rebuild it from the ground up. And I'm also going to check out to see what's wrong with the transmission, because fifth gear grinds. And I'm gonna assume it's probably just because of the fluid that's in it right now. I have Redline for it, which is what my neighbor who has a 97, which is last year the NA Miatas, he has that, and he puts Redline transmission fluid in his. So I'm gonna try that in mine, and hopefully that will get fifth gear grind to stop. But other than that, that's my 99 shitbox Miata. It looks so bad right now because it needs body work. There's a lot of rust. I'm gonna repaint it, get better rims, and clean up the interior. I might get some Brom seats for it, but I'm not sure. I have a friend that can reupholster some shit, so I might do like a GTI type of like plaid interior type of thing across like the middle of the seat, because I actually really like that a lot. And that's what I really like about those like older GTIs that have that. I think it's like I think it's like 2009, 2010 that have like the plaid seating in it, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. Forgive me, my room's a disaster. So, a couple things that are newer, since it is kind of a life update video. All this is new. So I still got stuff on my arm that I need to finish, but I got one more session, all this should be done. So the sleeve is brand new, so I'll get some close-up stuff on it. So I got some Galaxy shit going up on here. I've got a planet with my grandmother in there. I love Saturn, so I wanted to look as close to Saturn as possible. Myra, she is my grandmother. She passed away a few days after Christmas in 2018, and I told myself I wanted her on my arm. And I also told myself I didn't want a tattoo that had absolutely zero meaning to me. So every tattoo that I have and that I will have and that I will get will always have some sort of meaning to me. Master Chief, favorite video game character of all time. I love the Halo series, so that's why I got him on my arm. This hexagon type thing pattern that my dude decided to do on my arm actually looks really good. It blends in really well with kind of like a cyberpunk type of feel to it. I love the outdoors, so I actually have a lot of trees on my farm going into the Galaxy. Down here, second favorite video game of all time is my Assassin's Creed. And I got a skull right here because I used to do a bunch of personal training stuff, as you guys know, and I love just how realistic the skull looks. I told him I wanted to look as close to the human body as I possibly can. You guys know me, I drum and I love music, so I had to put headphones on the guy. I got the Grim Reaper right on my arm. I have a mild obsession with the Grim Reaper. I really like the fog that he did right here too. I'm gonna see if he can fill in like a bunch of fog and shit back here, and I don't know what he has planned for up here, but this will be a story for a completely different video, but there is meaning behind the Grim Reaper. It's not just because it looks cool, I promise. And then by my wrist, by the way, getting tattoo shit, if you have tattoos here, you know the shit sucks a lot. So it's just like logs and like some vines and stuff like around my wrist and stuff. So I do want to get a hand tattoo, and that will also be another video, kind of like my sleeve and everything. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys like everything that I have on my arm. And yes, I have lost a shit ton of weight. December 2020, I took a medicine for a sinus infection that
made me lose 50 pounds in like 3 months, something like 3 months, something like that. I went from 225 to 175 pounds in the course of like 3 months because I couldn't keep food or water down for over a month. And that's actually when I, excuse me, it's when I first started dating Caitlin too. So when we were on our first date, which we'll have a video of us and like kind of how we met and shit too. So when we were on our first date with each other, I barely ate any food. She thought something was wrong with me. It was like I turned into the woman, but I didn't get a salad. And that's not like a mean joke like towards women, just letting you know. But I shouldn't have to explain myself, but how today's world is, sometimes you have to. But just letting you know, it's nothing against you ladies. Just trust me, if you get a fucking burger or like pizza on a first date, whoever you're on a first date with is gonna wife you the fuck up, just letting you know. But no, our first date, went to Old Dog up in Delaware, Ohio, and I barely ate any food. She thought something was wrong, and I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super hungry. I can't really eat that much because of the medicine that I'm currently taking, but it's okay. Got past the first date, and it's just been history ever since. December 2nd, we're coming up on our 1 year, so we're actually super happy about that. It's been a really good year. Obviously, every couple has their ups and downs, but like, she's a fucking keeper, and I'm a wife her up. So when I was showing you the tattoo, when I said I used to do personal training, I do not do personal training anymore, not in person. I do some remote training here and there when I have a client that is like, you know, I know what to do. I just want you to write me a plan, get me there. And I was like, okay, I got you. No problem. I like doing that type of stuff. I wouldn't mind getting more into that, but in-person stuff, probably not. So as of now, I barely hit the gym because I'm busy, and lack of motivation goes for some mental illness stuff, but that is also a whole nother ass video within itself. But I'm gonna try and start getting back in the gym next year. I mean, I could start now, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure a few things out before I like really start like hitting it hard. Like my mentality needs to be there. My mindset needs to be right before I can like actually be consistent with that. And I'm still trying to figure that out, but it will happen. As far as fitness videos, I don't know how many fitness videos I'll be doing because there's the P-Fit that's right across the street from where I live, and they don't allow filming in there because of HIPAA law. So, and I was living in a different area where I was able to go to Metro Fitness, where I was working out at originally, when you saw like all those videos I posted in like 2019 and stuff. I live not like crazy far from there. I could go back, but it's just taking that drive there is just what gets me every single time. I still did it every fucking day that I went to the gym back in 2019, and I did a little bit in 2020. Even when I lived up in Delaware, like I still went there. So, but it's just one of those things. I'm just using what I can for right now and just getting what I can done. And I mean, I got weights and stuff here. I can still work out or just do calisthenics or something, but it's really not that big of a deal right now. I'm kind of just chilling with where I'm at as far as like my body weight and kind of how I look, but obviously there's always more room for improvement no matter where you are at in life. I mean, even people who compete in bodybuilding, classic physique, men's physique, etc., like there's always room for improvement. Even if you look fucking perfect, there's always room for improvement. But just been working on cars and just working, and that's literally pretty much all I do. And that's my life right now. But I am going to be bringing some like really cool content with like my cars, because I really just want to pursue my passion and just get more into that. So that's more or less where the route of the channel is going to be. There'll probably be like a little bit of everything between like cars and like some of my life and like kind of like how my girl and I met, and I'll introduce you to her and her to you in the videos and everything like that. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my return. I don't know if this is going to be a daily uploader, but I'm going to try my best to do what I can and upload when I can. So if you stay tuned for watching, there's going to be some cool shit. So I was also talking to her before I end this video, I was also talking to her, and I said, you know what, I really miss filming shit for my YouTube, and I want to get back into it. And she thought that was a great idea and would love to see me do it. So find yourself a girl that supports your cars, that supports you, that loves and cares about you, and you give her the same shit back, and who also supports you doing some YouTube stuff. So, I mean, like I said earlier, I don't know if I'm gonna blow up. If I don't, whatever. If I do, cool. But it would be nice to just document the things that I do with my cars, just so I can look back on this in like 10, 15 years and be like, damn, I did that. That was fun. And there obviously will be more cars that I'm gonna buy, and I'm gonna like soup up and shit and like make fast and look good and everything like that. But right now I'm just rolling with the SI, and I'm also rolling with my Miata. So I'm gonna have a whole separate video of plans for the SI, and I'm gonna have a whole separate video of plans for my Miata. So I'll probably work on those at some point this week and upload those, but stay tuned for that. It's good to be back. Let's kill this shit. Let's live life. Let's do this. Peace out.